Hi everyone, Keely Reason here, owner of Love Hope Adventure, where I talk about the marriage relationship, intimacy in marriage, and how you can go deeper with your spouse. And today I am answering a question about going over the kinds of birth control that there is for married couples. Well, it's the same kind of birth control that you would use anytime in your life. Whether you're trying to keep from getting pregnant like before you have kids or after, there is just your general barrier methods, condoms, IUDs, which are inserted inside of the wife during an appointment with her OBGYN. There are other contraceptives like the pill, an O-ring. There's different types of birth control on the market. I am not going to give you advice about what medical thing you should do. That is for you to go to your OBGYN. Find out with them, work with them on what works best for your body. If you're a wife and all of the traditional birth control is causing hormone issues with you and you're like, I cannot be on the pill, I cannot do this, then I recommend condoms. I know that there are husbands out there that don't like condoms and they feel like maybe the condom dulls the senses. In these cases, I recommend that one, you do what's best for your wife. If her health is being affected by the birth control that she is using, then you need to step up and use condoms. But that doesn't mean you can't have fun. So in this case, if you're a husband who's like, I really don't want to use condoms, then consider other ways to be stimulated that you are going to enjoy. So work with each other. Maybe this means that you have oral sex after, or some other kinds of stimulation after. You please her through intercourse and then take the condom off, and then she can, give you oral sex or some kind of stimulation with her hand or a toy or something else. And I'm not saying that has to be every single time and you never orgasm with the condom on. But what I am saying is that if this is something you don't enjoy as much, then find ways that you can enjoy sex more. But that's okay because we don't want to do the same exact thing every single time we have sex. This is kind of, think of it as a menu of different things that you get to do. You can have penis and vagina intercourse and orgasm that way, or use hands, toys, mouth, whatever. Kind of mix it up. So think of it that way as far as condoms go. Now, if you're done having kids and you're trying to figure out, what are we going to do? Who will one of us get, say, our tubes tied or a vasectomy? Obviously, wives get the tubes tied and husbands get a vasectomy. This is totally going to depend on every couple and what you feel most comfortable with. Now, medically speaking, it is less invasive for a husband to get a vasectomy versus a wife to get her tubes tied. But that is a consideration that both of you have to make. It doesn't mean it has to be the husband gets a vasectomy because it is less invasive. It doesn't mean that a wife has to get her tubes tied if, say, she's gonna have a C-section with the baby that she's about to have and she's already open, so no more risk added, right? These are still things that you both have to make a decision about. It's really important that before you make a decision about vasectomy and getting tubes tied, that you're both ready, that you both feel comfortable and confident about this. Don't feel like you have to rush. And in the meantime, continue using birth control that works for you. If a wife wants to use the contraceptive pills, the IUDs, the rings, or whatever, and her body's tolerating that and she's feeling good about that and can be consistent, go for it. If that is not doable, the husband's using condoms, continue using the condoms until you both feel like you can make this decision. However, there's a lot of married couples where neither of them make the decision to become sterile. And eventually the wife goes through menopause and she's not able to have kids anymore. So Don't think there's only one way. My recommendation is that you work with each other. It's okay if you're using one kind of birth control for a while and then find out, okay, that's not really working anymore. Let's try something else. Don't think it has to be the same thing forever. That's my recommendations. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I look forward to chatting with you later.